Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down or losing the freedom to move the way you love. In fact, with the right exercises, adults over 60 can significantly improve balance, strength, and mobility, often faster than they expect. Today, we're uncovering 3 core exercises you should never ignore. Simple movements that protect your back, improve posture, and drastically reduce fall risk. These exercises require no equipment, no gym, and just a few minutes a day, yet they can make the difference between struggling with daily tasks and moving through life with ease. Before we begin, make sure to follow Wellness Harmony for more expert science-backed guidance on healthy aging. When most people hear the word core, they think of the abdominal muscles. But the core is a much larger, more powerful system. It includes the abdominals, obliques, lower back muscles, the diaphragm, and even the pelvic floor. Together, these muscles form the body's stability center, supporting every movement you make. From walking to lifting your arms, from turning your head to sitting up straight. Your core is quietly at work behind the scenes. That's why nearly all functional movements either originate from or rely on the core for control. As we age, however, the body naturally loses muscle mass, a process known as sarcopenia. This begins around age 40 and speeds up significantly after 60. When core muscles weaken, balance suffers, posture collapses, and everyday tasks start feeling heavier and more difficult. Science shows that sarcopenia is closely linked to increased fall risk, reduced mobility, and slower reaction times. This is especially important because falls are not inevitable. They're preventable. According to CDC data, more than 36 million older adults experience a fall each year in the US alone. Strengthening the core improves balance, stability, and proprioception, your body's ability to sense where it is in space. These improvements drastically reduce the chance of slips and missteps. Your core also supports essential daily activities: standing up from a chair, getting in and out of bed, reaching overhead, carrying groceries, and walking with proper posture. A strong core makes these movements smoother, safer, and less tiring. Beyond the physical benefits, core strength also boosts emotional well-being. When you feel strong and stable, confidence rises, fear of falling decreases. You move through the world with greater ease, and that sense of empowerment is priceless. Exercise 1. Knee to chest marching. Knee to chest marching is one of the most accessible and effective core strengthening movements for adults over 60. It mimics a gentle marching motion, but with slow, deliberate control that makes it safe for those with balance challenges, stiffness, or reduced mobility. One of the biggest advantages of this exercise is its flexibility. You can perform it seated in a chair, standing with support, or even lying on your back. That means no matter where you are on your fitness journey, this movement can meet you where you're at. From a scientific perspective, this exercise activates several important muscle groups: the lower abdominals, hip flexors, and pelvic stabilizers. These muscles play a critical role in walking stability, balance, and safe movement. As we age, these areas tend to weaken first, contributing to unsteady gait and increased fall risk. Regular practice strengthens the neuromuscular connections that support smooth, coordinated motion, something older adults benefit from tremendously. Even low-intensity, repetitive movement has been shown to improve neuromuscular coordination and joint lubrication, making everyday activities feel easier and more controlled. Here's how to perform the movement safely and effectively. Sit tall or stand with a sturdy chair or countertop nearby for support. Engage your core as you lift one knee toward the chest, just high enough to feel the lower belly muscles switch on. Lower the leg with control. Switch legs and repeat the motion on the other side. aim for 8 to 12 repetitions per leg, completing 1-2 sets in a slow, steady rhythm. This exercise works so well because small, controlled movements activate deep, stabilizing muscles without overwhelming the joints. Every repetition gently challenges your balance pathways, the brain, and body communication systems that help you stay upright and steady. Over time, this leads to better posture, smoother walking patterns, and a noticeable increase in confidence. Countless older adults report feeling more stable after just a few weeks of consistent practice. Of course, like any exercise, proper form matters. Some common mistakes include leaning backward instead of engaging the core, moving too quickly, or holding the breath. These reduce the effectiveness of the movement and may create strain. Instead, keep the spine tall, move with intention, and breathe naturally. For safety, especially if you're performing this exercise standing, keep a support surface nearby. Start slowly and avoid lifting the knee too high if you feel tightness in the hip flexors. Over time, your range of motion can improve naturally. Knee-to-chest marching may seem simple, but its impact is powerful. It's a foundational core movement that enhances stability, reduces fall risk, and gives older adults a renewed sense of control over their mobility. Exercise 2. Mini crunches. Mini crunches offer a safe, joint-friendly way for older adults to strengthen the upper and mid-core without the strain of traditional crunches. Many people avoid core exercises because they fear hurting their back or neck. But mini crunches are specifically designed to avoid those issues. With only a small lift of the shoulders, this exercise activates the rectus abdominis, the same muscle targeted in regular crunches, while dramatically reducing pressure on the spine. It's a gentle yet highly effective movement that supports posture, stability, and everyday mobility. From a scientific standpoint, mini crunches engage the core muscles responsible for keeping you upright, steady, and supported during daily activities. Strengthening these muscles helps prevent the rounded posture common with aging, and also takes stress off the lower back by distributing load more evenly across the trunk. Harvard Health has emphasized that consistent core strengthening improves overall balance and reduces the likelihood of falls, an important benefit for anyone over 60. By reinforcing the muscles around the spine, mini crunches help create a strong foundation for safe movement. Here's how to perform them correctly. Lie on a mat or firm bed with your knees bent and feet planted. Place your hands lightly on your chest or behind your head, just for gentle support, not to pull. Engage your core as if bracing for a gentle poke to the stomach. Lift your shoulders only 2 to 3 inches off the surface. Pause briefly to feel the core activation. Lower slowly and repeat for 8 to 10 controlled repetitions. This small lift is all you need. Even minimal movement activates deep core fibers that are crucial for everyday functions like sitting up in bed, rising from a chair, bending forward, or tying your shoes. For many older adults, these actions become challenging over time. So strengthening the muscles that manage them brings immediate, practical benefits. However, there are a few common errors to watch out for. Pulling on the neck is a frequent mistake and can create unnecessary strain. Keep your elbows relaxed and let your core, not your hands, do the work. Rushing through repetitions or lifting too high can also reduce effectiveness and increase discomfort. Slow, smooth, and steady is the safest and most beneficial approach. As with all exercises, safety comes first. If you feel tension in your neck, stop immediately and reassess your form. Using a small towel behind the head for support can help reduce discomfort. And remember, the goal isn't to lift high, it's to engage the core gently and consistently. Mini crunches may be small in movement, but their impact is significant. When done regularly, They build the strength required for daily independence, contribute to better posture, and support long-term spine health, making them a valuable addition to any senior fitness routine. Exercise 3. Modified plank. The modified plank is one of the most powerful and accessible core strengthening exercises for adults over 60. Unlike the traditional plank performed on the floor, which can be uncomfortable or inaccessible for individuals with knee pain, wrist issues, or limited mobility, the modified plank is done standing, using a countertop, sturdy table, couch back, or even a wall. This makes it safe, adaptable, and suitable for virtually every fitness level. Despite its simplicity, it activates multiple major muscle groups at once, offering an efficient way to build core stability without ever getting down on the ground. Scientifically, the modified plank is a powerhouse movement. It targets the entire core, including the deep stabilizer muscles like the transverse abdominis, which support proper posture and spinal alignment. It also strengthens the lower back, shoulders, and glutes, all of which contribute to balance and stability during daily activities. Research published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy shows that core strengthening routines, including plank variations, can significantly reduce fall risk in older adults by improving trunk strength, balance control, and body awareness. By engaging so many muscles at once, the modified plank supports spinal integrity, reduces lower back strain, and improves the ability to stand, walk, and move with confidence. Here's how to perform it safely and effectively. Stand facing a countertop, wall, or other stable surface. Place your forearms or palms firmly on the surface. Step your feet back until your body forms a straight line from head to heels. Engage your core by gently drawing the belly button inward, not sucking in, but bracing as if preparing for a gentle poke. Maintain a neutral spine, keeping the neck aligned with the rest of the body. Breathe steadily and hold for 10-15 seconds, progressing to 20-30 seconds or more as your strength improves. What makes this exercise so effective is its focus on static strength, holding the body steady. Static core strength is essential for everyday tasks, such as standing for long periods, bending over safely, or carrying groceries. It also builds endurance in the stabilizing muscles that support balance and safe movement. The modified plank is especially beneficial for individuals with arthritis, limited mobility, or those who cannot kneel or lie down comfortably. It allows older adults to gain the benefits of planking without risking joint strain or discomfort. However, form matters. A few common mistakes can reduce effectiveness or create strain. One of the biggest errors is sagging the hips, which puts pressure on the lower back. The opposite, lifting the hips too high, reduces core engagement. Holding the breath is another common issue. Proper breathing ensures that muscles activate correctly and prevents unnecessary tension. Placing the hands too high or too low can alter alignment, and leaning too far forward can push too much weight into the shoulders, instead of distributing it through the core. To stay safe, adjust the exercise to your comfort level. Stepping the feet closer makes the plank easier, while stepping farther away increases the challenge. Keep your shoulders relaxed and avoid locking the elbows, which can strain the joints. For those with wrist discomfort, forearm placement or a wall plank variation provides a more comfortable option. The modified plank is incredibly empowering. It builds strength you can feel quickly in your posture, your balance, and your daily movement. With consistent practice, this simple exercise becomes a major contributor to improve stability, reduce fall risk, and long-term mobility. Long-term benefits of these 3 exercises. When practiced consistently, these 3 simple exercises, knee-to-chest marching, mini crunches, and modified planks, deliver long-lasting benefits that extend far beyond physical strength. One of the most meaningful advantages is increased independence. A stronger core makes everyday activities easier and more comfortable, whether you're getting out of bed, standing up from a chair, carrying groceries, or reaching overhead. These are the movements that keep you self-sufficient, allowing you to maintain autonomy well into your later years. Fall prevention is another major benefit. As the core becomes stronger and more responsive, your stability improves and your reflexes become quicker. This significantly reduces the likelihood of slipping or losing balance, one of the most important health priorities for adults over 60. Strong, coordinated core muscles protect you during movement, helping your body stay aligned and steady. But the benefits aren't just physical. They're deeply emotional as well. When you feel stronger, you naturally carry yourself with more confidence. Anxiety about falling begins to fade. Simple outings like walking in the park, traveling, or playing with grandchildren become more enjoyable. This boost in emotional well-being often leads to more activity, which creates a positive cycle of better health and improved mood. Another advantage of these exercises is their accessibility. They require no equipment, no gym membership, and no complicated setup. Anyone, at any fitness level, can adapt these movements to fit their abilities. That makes them sustainable, even for people managing arthritis, stiffness, or limited mobility. Finally, the secret to long-term success isn't intensity, it's consistency. Just 5 minutes a day can create meaningful improvements over time. When these exercises become a habit, the benefits compound, protecting your mobility and quality of life for years to come.